Hey guys, Derek here with BigFellaGear.com. Wanted to give a quick little update on just a couple of modifications that I've made to my big rig here. You can kind of see the one that's here. You've heard it said a million times that you really don't need the stand-up assist bar on this kayak. It is rock solid. Like I said, 6'3", 315-pound man, and I can stand on this thing without that stand assist bar just fine. That said, I found myself often putting it up, and I found myself putting it up for this very reason. I think last time I'd shown you guys, I had right there on that rail, I'd had one of their boom, like a ram boom, so I could sort of stick it in almost like an umbrella holder, stick my rod in. Chris Funk did one like this, and I saw it and I liked it. So I've been using it this last week as I've been out. So let me get this guy at least standing here. Good enough. Okay, I've done two things. The first thing I did was I put a Yak Attack 8-inch strip. It matches perfectly the length of the sort of grippy that you have here. And I put that on there basically because I wanted to be able to, kind of take the ball off or put the ball on. And then, like I said, I've just got my T-bolt here, and then I've got my 2007 rod holder that I can just put up. And so the nice thing is, when I'm standing there with that thing, it's so nice just to be able to put my rod right there and pick up a paddle and do whatever I need to do. I haven't come up with a perfect way to hold my paddle while I'm standing. I'm almost always in rivers, so there's current dragging me around a little bit, and I do run my chain. But what I found best, like I said, I actually pick my paddle up out and then put my rod in, and then I can paddle, and it works really, really well. The other thing I did on a temporary sort of basis that actually also came from Chris is I just did mine with electrical tape here, and honestly, I did that. I need to nip it here. I didn't. I did that because I wasn't sure if I'd like it, and I knew I'd have a harder time getting some heat shrink off than I would have in getting electrical tape off. So I just taped both of these up, and you kind of see it over here with that one. I really like it. As I've started putting my paddle in here, just crossways, it holds it. I mean, Chris talks about how it's quiet, and yeah, it is quiet, but the biggest thing I like about it is with this, the rubber of the electrical tape and the rubber that they sort of put on this already, when your paddle goes in here, it sticks just a little bit, so you're not knocking around or doing. Anybody who does a stand assist bar with their paddle, they'll find it going dink, dink, real slow back and forth, and you can lose your paddle. This keeps that from happening. I may actually even redo it and put some foam on the inside and then tape over it, which will really let you jam the rod or jam the paddle in there, and it won't go anywhere. But those are two quick things that I did, guys. And like I said, I use this stand-up assist bar not because I need a stand-up assist bar, but because it's really convenient with that rod holder and with a paddle holder to be able to kind of have everything that you need. I actually am probably going to go so far as, you see my my gripper, my Dr. Slicks, and my knife down there. I probably won't move the knife because I keep one on my vest when I'm standing, but I'm probably going to move, at the very least, those Dr. Slick forceps that I have there, and actually put a little carabiner right up here so that I can actually, when I'm going, I can actually hang them from there as well, and not have to sit down when I catch a fish. So anyway, there you go, guys. Hope you like it. Again, I gotta get a video when I'm out on this thing. I have changed my tune. Yes, I got a great price on this, but I think I said in my initial video, I'm not sure if I'd pay full price for it. Yeah, I would. Knowing what I know now about paddling this thing, if something happens to this and I can't find another one on Craigslist, I'll buy another one new. It is that awesome. This thing, I paddled it with the seat down a couple times last week with my wife, not fishing, just paddling. She runs that sleeker sit-in Old Town Dirijo 120, and I kept up. Like I said, we weren't killing it, paddling, but it was not... The attitude of this boat, of the big rig, changes dramatically when you put that seat in the low position. I was amazed. In the up position, not a great paddler. In the low position, I wasn't knocking the side of the boat. It completely changed my paddling experience. I will probably now sell my Field & Stream 120 sit-in kayak. I thought I would have to keep it, And after paddling the last couple times with this thing in the low position, I do not need that boat hanging in my garage anymore. It's going to go. So kudos to Jackson. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to subscribe. Check us out on bigfellagear.com for some of our other stuff. And if you got any suggestions on something you want to see, let me know. Thanks, guys.